If either you or I know the following to be true or false, or anything to be absolutely true or absolutely false, then we should be discounted because we have placed ourselves in the position of God. Only God can know absolutely what is true and what is false. What was so horrible, what was so wrong, what was so ungodly about the scribes and Pharisees? Jesus continually asserted this in many ways. Why were they like dead men's bones? Why wasn't Jesus like a dead man's bones? Presumably he didn't think so. Humanity. We don't create our own eyesight, but we can destroy it. We don't create our sense of taste, but it can be destroyed. We don't create our humanity. Look up the definition in the dictionary. Look inside yourself to find it. Some of you still can. We don't create that, but we can destroy it. And religious fundamentalism destroys it. It religiously destroys it. And there's a feeling associated when you destroy your humanity. There's a freedom, if you will. Humanity is God within us. That's why God put it there. Humanity only wants to do good. Humanity only knows the collective, only knows the group, only knows its unity with God. There is a profound freedom that comes when that's destroyed. Our humanity is the loving police force, is the presence of God, is the presence of Jesus. Who wants that? Who wants to live in the restricted presence of God? Who wants to live in the restricted presence of Jesus? Well, by all appearances, no. We know for certain that the scribes and Pharisees had liberated themselves from God, had liberated themselves from the humanity within them, the Holy Spirit, the soul, the spirit that's holy, the soul, their humanity, that God-given peace of God within us. They were completely liberated from that. Look at the things it let them do. My goodness. Humanity, that of God that is placed within us at birth, couldn't crucify the Son of God, but the scribes and Pharisees that were freed of their humanity, of course they could do that. And the point isn't that they were Jewish scribes and Pharisees. The point is that they were religious fundamentalists. Exactly what religious fundamentalism is man convincing himself that he has the certainty that only God can have. And the soul can't do that. The spirit that's holy can't do that. It is of God, and it knows that it is not God. Liberated of that, liberated of our soul, of our spirit that is holy, is completely freed from that governance. It absolutely places itself with the life and death certainty of God. Here are the people we should kill because our religion says so, placing themselves in the place of God. That was religious fundamentalism then. That is exactly the purpose of religious fundamentalism always, including now, especially now. They know God's will. Only God knows God's will, so they've placed themselves in the position of God. Exactly the scribes and Pharisees, exactly the dead man's bones. Totally freed. from rule by God. From rule by God as evidenced by Jesus. The Father never leaves me because I always do what pleases him, Jesus said. He did not say, the Father never leaves me because I always do literally what the Old Testament says, what the Torah says. He violated that over and over and over again. The Sabbath is made for man, not man for the Sabbath. If the Old Testament had a purpose, and he only pointed to the law, meaning the Ten Commandments, and the prophets, if anything written had a purpose, it was to inform the soul, not to govern it. You can't govern God. You can't govern humanity. What you can do is try and find pointers that keep our humanity in charge. And exactly what he tried to liberate people from was the opposite, having the rule, having the written word rule and thereby crush our humanity, our soul, our spirit that's holy. And now we're doing that on steroids, and it will not be stopped that today's scribes and Pharisees, the fundamentalist Christians, the Christian fascists, are now going to destroy all life on earth, and nothing is going to stop them. But I'll go to hell if they're going to crush my humanity before they physically kill my body. And I recommend to you the same. And if I hold to that, the degree to which I hold to that, I might help someone else see what Jesus was saying. What does it profit a person to gain the whole world and lose their own soul, and lose their humanity, and lose their spirit that is holy? He asked, implying nothing. Your humanity, your spirit that is holy, your soul is that of God within you, and that is your life. And nothing, including avoiding torture, as Jesus went to on the cross, they couldn't kill his humanity, and we mustn't let them kill ours. And in holding to that, we might help someone else hold on to their life as well. If I'm wrong, tell me in the comments, but relate it to what I'm saying in this video. And if you don't have time to do that, I don't have time to consider your comment, nor should I.